Call it a temporary hibernation.
From dealing with Piers Morgan quitting in a strop to fielding criticism over how Love Island stars are supported once cameras stop rolling. Dame Carolyn McCall is no stranger to dealing with off-screen drama at ITV. The countless headlines generated by Phillip Schofield's admission of an affair with a much younger runner whilst on This Morning saw ITV's big boss hauled before MPs, questioning whether it was easier for senior leadership to look away.
Nobody here or on the management board would ever turn a blind eye to something as serious as this.
As for the facts, Dame Carolyn said they'd questioned their star turn 12 times, but aside from rumour, had no evidence.
Someone with that kind of different dynamic in power, that was inappropriate. And I think we would have, if we had had any evidence or knowledge of that, if Phillip had said that to us, we would have acted swiftly.
Claims that the runner was made to sign an NDA were denied. Reports he'd been paid off, explained as a standard payment after his role was made redundant post-COVID. And Dame Carolyn was challenged for dismissing that there might have been a toxic working environment, from one MP claiming to have spoken to former staff.
It's a terrible place to work. Daytime, in particular, is absolutely toxic.
They're very disappointing to hear, deeply distressing, in my view, to hear.
Dozens of them.
Well, could you please hand those to us?
And then there was Tower Block Tracy, claims that seemed to shock management, denied by ITV, that viewers on occasion had been referred to in that way in This Morning production meetings. Indicative, perhaps, that while the bosses can have all sorts of codes of conduct in place, it's hard for them to actually be across what's happening further down the food chain.
Never heard that.
It's a horrible thing to say.
Yeah,
a horrible thing to say.
It's not what ITV would be looking at as a target audience, right? We wouldn't describe our target audience in that way.
There's just a sense that it feels like everything is everybody else's fault. You know, that the problems at This Morning are the fault of Phillip Schofield, the accusations of toxicity are all the fault of disgruntled ex-employees.
Was there a disconnect between management and ITV employees? Going forward, it'll be for the channel's independent investigation to try to shed some light on what's really been happening behind the scenes. Katie Spencer, Sky News.